What's up, guys? Out of here. Welcome to another video on the channel. And today, I'm bringing you a very simple how-to video, right? I even explained in the next clip. This is for the beginners all the way up to the veterans of this game, for me even, right? Some of this stuff I just need to take my own advice to do, all right? But this is how to snipe and how to flip cards on the market. I get this question asked at least 10 times a day and at least 20 times in stream when I'm making coins. They're like, how are you doing this? How do you do this? How do you make coins? How are you flipping? How do you know what to do? I'm going to go through all of that in the video. The simple, what is sniping? I gave you that definition. What is flipping? I show you how to snipe, how to flip, and then I give you my filters and what I've been going through the market since day one, flipping and making cards and making coins. All right, buying cards and making coins with them. All right, I go through everything that I've been doing this whole time. As you can see, we can't see now, but in the video I was up to 800,000 on the no money spent doing these methods. All right, boys. So hopefully this helps. Let me know down below if it helped you. I could make a condensed version, but I wanted to make this as simple as possible, so it's a little bit longer than I wanted, but I'm hoping it helps you guys out there. Good luck making coins. Like I said, this is the methods I've been doing. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. In the description is going to be a link to our Twitch and our Discord. Get in the Discord. We do investments and making coins in there. We show our teams, we show our pack pools, all that fun stuff. Also linked is, like I said, our Twitch. I go live on YouTube and Twitch both at the same time. So whichever one you prefer, you can follow me on there or watch me on there. And yeah, hopefully this helps, boys. Let's get into the video on how to snipe and how to make some coins in this game. All right, boys. Okay. This video is for the beginners. It's for veterans of the game. It's for everyone, all right? I'm going to be showing you guys how to flip cards or snipe cards and relist them. Whichever you want to say, snipe, flip. I use them interchangeably. Cards on the market, okay? We're on the no money spin here. We got 770,000 just under there. We got some cards on the block as well we're trying to sell. I'm trying to get up to 1 million coins by tomorrow night. I'm recording this on Sunday. You'll see this on Sunday. But yeah, so we're on the road to that. But first, what is sniping? Sniping is where you get a card at its lower value, and then when you flip it, flipping is when you sell that at its value, and you make coins from it. So very basic here, and I'm gonna go through some filters that I go through here and use and have been using since day one to make my coins. But just for instance here, if you go to 80 overall, we'll go to wide receiver. Deshaun Jackson just came out today, and we'll go to our program here of alumni, because that's what it is. Alumni, he's a wide receiver, and 80 overall card here. He is going for 18,800, right? As you can see, there's a couple here at 21, so I would say he's about 20,000 coins. That is his normal price. Okay, but if you're searching and you come through again, you can reset the filter by just putting the input in again, 80 to 81. It'll cycle through and see now it shows those 18,000s are gone. But if there were to be a card that popped up for maybe like 16,000, 15,000 for this Deshaun Jackson, that would be a card you would want to sell. You would want to, grab it, buy it, and then sell for this 21,000, right? After tax, you're going to lose 10%, so you'll lose about 2,000 on that sale, but you'll get about 19K, and that'll be a nice 3-4K flip that you would get. Another position that came out today was right guard. Let's see if there's anything that pops up. Again, he's about 21,000. Rob Gronkowski has an 80 overall. Let's see. I would assume they're all about that 21,000 range. So if we see one here cheaper, yeah, about 20,000. You wouldn't want to pull this one, pick up this one, because if you bought this for 20,000 and sold it for 21, you lose 2K on that. So you'd actually lose 1,000 coins, right? Because you lose 10% when you sell a card, right? 21,000 minus 10% is 2,100. So again, if you would sell it, you'd actually make 19K back, and you would lose coins on that. So that's why I said like a 20,000 coin card, 21,000 coin, you're kind of looking for that 16,000, 16,500 around there to try to flip. We also got a free safety. Here we go. 17,350 coins. Boom. We just picked up Ronnie Lott for 17,300 coins. And as you can see on the market, he's 21,000. So I'm gonna go back to my binder because that's where it gets sent to. Now this one isn't a crazy one. I know I told you about 16,500 around there, but I kind of just want to use it for the video. So we got that for 17,300. We're gonna list for 20,800, a little bit less, a couple hundred less than the 21 on the market. Now if we go to our calculator here, and just to show you guys, I know what I'm going to get back, but I just wanted to show you guys 20,850 minus our 10%, we should get 18,765 back, right? If we were to subtract our 17,350 that we bought it for, we're making 1.5K on this. Now, this type of sniping, the low overall sniping, I don't do too much, but profit is profit in this game, especially at the beginning of it, all right? So that was essentially what you do. You look at the market, you look for certain cards, certain overalls to flip, right? Unfiltered, I probably could have got 22,000 for them here, because unfiltered price, and we'll talk about this. This is a full how-to breakdown, but this first one is just going over the fundamentals of sniping. But yeah, set yourself on stuff that just came out, right? Alumni just came out today. We just was going through the positions. There's also a middle linebacker, Junior Seau. See if there's one up for him. He's 21. They're all 21,000, right? So if you can get these guys, like I said, for 17 or lower, 16,500 for lower, you know, that's nice. Again, not enough profit for me to sell, you know, pick them up and put them up for 21. But yeah, you just keep cycling through. There was a wide receiver that came out, a tight end. Again, not enough profit for me. A right guard came out. And you can do this with any promo. I'm just showing you with the one that came out today with the Alumni. 19,000, not enough profit to be made. Go over to the free safety. Can we get another one maybe? No. But there's ours right there, as you can see. That's our lowest one up. So hopefully we'll sell that pretty soon. And make a little 1,500 there. But yeah, that's essentially what you're doing. You're buying a card, you're sniping a card for lower, and then you're going to flip it for its normal price or even higher, all right? Okay, here's some more tips as well. There's something called unfiltered, right? If I just wanted to go and boom, I put 80 to 81. I'm like, I want this Deshaun Jackson. I want this for this team. 22,000, yeah, I'll just buy it. That's an unfiltered, or what we call a lazy buy, right? You're being lazy. They're being lazy because they're just filtered by 81. Oh, yeah, there's a Ronnie Lott up. Oh, there's a left edge. I'll take this left edge, whatever, 22,000, right? Don't be lazy, boys. Don't be lazy. But there is people being lazy is how you can make some coins, right? So, this is what we call unfiltered, right? We put one filter on the card, 80 to 81. I see this as Deshaun Jackson. Cool. I'm going to buy it for 22,000. A filtered, it would be like, okay, Deshaun Jackson's a wide receiver. All right. There's also other ones showing up here. Correlates. Another correlate. We got a face of the fresh face card, all that stuff. And you want to filter down even more by program. He's an alumni. Now, boom. Now, look at that. You could get the card for 18,850 instead of the 22,000 and save yourself 4K, right? The next 22,000 is here, right? There is 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of him that is under than what it was just showing, right? If we unfilter this, take the alumni off, take the wide receiver off, and the lowest price it's going to show for Deshaun Jackson now is, boom, 22,000, right? So something you could do is what we call lazy selling, right? When people lazy buy, they just are lazy and they just put an 85 or 80 to 81 there. Sometimes people just like, oh, I want Deshaun Jackson. He's a wide receiver. They just go, okay, wide receiver market. Let's see. Once it loads, they're like, let's see how much he's going for on the market. Oh, wow, there's a lot of silvers. We'll scroll down. Deshaun Jackson, 22,000. Okay, I'll just buy that, right? Instead of not being lazy and filtering down more. But that can help you when selling things too, right? So if we were to filter down the 80 to 81, again, alumni, whatever, just showing these as an example. You can use this for anything. Hopefully one pops up. Doesn't, right? If there's one that pops up at the sniping price, instead of just throwing it for 21, you could throw it up for like 22, 23 and get a little bit more coins out of your flip. Because people are lazy and they don't go all the way down to filter for the card they want. All right, so that's just the basic how to snipe, how to flip. All right, now people ask me, how do I know what to do? And how do I know what card goes for what? And honestly, it's just repetition. All right, now we're moving into how do you know what to buy? What I've been doing, and I'm going to show you all the filters that I've been going through here, and I'll put them in the description, in the comments, all that stuff of what I've been doing. But I just want to show you how I came up with those. So at first, I know fullbacks are a very scarce position, and I know that they, a lot of people don't like to spend coins on them, but they're also important for theme teams, right? Pro style, run and shoot. Another pro style here, air raid's popular. I run options, so I have the option fullback. I don't even know if he's on the block right now. There's not an option. Oh, there's one here. Option here for 17,000, right? So I just know that, okay, they're kind of in demand, not crazy, but if I see any of these green common fullbacks up on the market for under 10,000, I know I could flip them for at least 14, 15,000. These guys will get bought here pretty soon. I've been constantly selling these guys for over that price. Now, there's a couple of them to watch out for. This Leo Kemp, 15,000. I need to look how much he's been selling for, but I feel like that's not a bad even buy right now because there's not even another one up on the market. I'm going to let it go right now, but Leo Kemp, some of these just go for more. Another one that goes for way more is Dangler here. He's a 76. He just harded a pull, so he goes for in the 20K range. So if you see him for even under 15,000, boom, you can flip for like 25, 30K. This one here, 78, he is an option boy. That's who I have. He's been going for the high 30s, 40s. So if you even see him at 25K, the 78, you can flip him for that high 30, 40. And then Bredson here, dude, this card's even crazier. He's going for 40, 50, 60,000. You see him in the 20, 30,000 range, buy him right away. You can flip him for more. There. Then I started going to kicker. And people need kickers in this game. Holy cow. Some of the challenges even required you to do a kicking, field goal. And people with these 70 or 62 overall kickers, 60 kick power, ain't going to cut it. So people need to go out and get them. As you can see, the lowest kicker right now that is in a silver is 4,000 coins, right? So if you see any of these green kickers on the market, the uncommon kickers on the market for 2.5 or less, I scoop them up every single time. All right, because I know I can flip them for 4 to 6K. Sometimes, especially at night when a lot of people aren't on, the lowest kicker on the market is 6K. So you buy for 2,500, flip it for 6,000, boom, you just made yourself 2,000 or 3,000 coins. Now, another thing to look for on the kickers market is a lot of these kickers here have 70 kick power. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70 all across the board here. Whenever you see one that has 71 or more kick power, I know it's only one kick power difference, but the proof is in the pudding. I have streamed this multiple times doing this, and I wish they would keep the cells on your auction block so I can go actually give it to you and see it now, but they don't save them for whatever reason this year. But 71 kick powers and more. What's the lowest 71 kick power right now? These are all 70, all 70, all 70. 71, 11,100 right now. One kick power difference, and he sells for 7K more than in the 70s, right? This one actually might, and there's another one here at 12. I've been flipping 71 kick power kickers for 12, 14, 15, even upwards to 17,000, depending on who's on the market. Is there another one up here for 72 kick power? 72 kick power here, 18,700, 20,000 for a 72, 22,000 for a 72 kick power. The more kick power they have, the more valuable they're going to be. Is he even up? There was a guy, 73 kick power, just sold for... I'll scroll up here. He's right here. When I scroll up, you'll see it. Just sold for 25,000. Ready? Boom. Right above me. Right above here. Right above that card, right? He's right here. The 79 closed. Boom, look at that price that's showing 25,000, right? You see somebody with 71 plus kick power, buy them. All right? As long as they're under that 10K mark. This is the guy right here, Vacos. He was up for 12,000 last night. I did it on stream. I bought him, sold it for 33,000 last night. So that's what I've been doing. Kickers and punters have been really nice to flip, especially when they have that 71 plus kick power. And again, you might be asking yourself, how do I know that? It's literally just repetition. Seeing these guys get bought, trying it myself, like, hey, this card's 7,000. I'm going to list it for 15, see if it sells. And it sells. All right. So that's kind of what I've been doing with the fullbacks and kickers. When it comes to anything else, the only other filter I've really been doing, honestly, I'll check the 85s just to see if there's a little snipe, but not really too much here. Like alumni, as you can see, the lowest one's about 140, 150. If you see them in like the 120 range, go ahead and pick them up. It's a pretty nice little flip there. Again, you're going to lose that 10%. Same with any of the promo 85s. You were just looking at the 120-ish range because you can sell them for about 150 and make a little bit of profit after tax. 150s here for the names of the game. Those guys are just rising, aren't they? Fresh face about 150 as well. So I'll check this filter, but nothing too crazy. The biggest one I've been doing is 82 to 83s. All right. And these, all in all, on average, 83s go for about 60 to 70,000 coins. So when you're filtering through these positions, all I do is go to 70 or 82 to 83, and then I just go by position by position. Quarterback, running back, fullback, wide receiver, tight end, all the way through these filters. All right. So some positions go for more. We're going to start off with one, right? Like I said, the average, these guys are a little bit down right now just because it's content time, but 60,000, 70,000 for a 82, right? I'm talking about 83s. 82s are this price at quarterback. So 83s, 166. I've seen them in the low 100s, so there's just not one up. Yeah, 120, 110 for an 83. So if you see an 83 quarterback in the 80K range, just know you can flip for about 100 to 120K there. All right, I'm gonna go through all these so you guys know, and you can write this stuff down. 83s is what I'm looking for. 83 running backs. You're looking about 90K right now to up to 100. You see these guys in the high 60s or lower, 67, 65. You can pick them up and rest assured you're going to make some coins because you'll sell it for the high 80s, low 90s there. Fullback is really hard. There's no 82, 83s for the fullback there. So we're going to wide receivers here. Maybe we get one. Maybe we get a snipe on camera, which would be kind of cool. Again, 83 is finally the cheapest 83. It's going for about 64,000 unfiltered. 65,000. I will admit, wide receivers I haven't really flipped too much because they just don't get posted for that much. But this is like a standard price for 83s is that 60 to 70K range. So if you are in the very low 50s, like 50,000 and under, you can then flip for about 65, 70, depending on the card for an 83. Same with tight ends is about the same. As you can see, Rob Gronkowski just came out and has brought the market down a little bit. 65,000 for him. And there's another promo names the game here for 67. He might be the only one on the block for that one. Yeah, I wouldn't really test it. But if you see an 83 under in that low 50s, that's what you're going to do. Linemen go for a little bit more. Left tackle doesn't. 58,000, right? Not too much of a flip when the next 83 is 60. So again, high 40s to low 50s. You would flip 83s for there. Left guard, same boat. He's going for about 70, 68,000 for left or for 83. You see him at low 50s, mid 50s for left guards, and lower you can flip them for the high 60 mark, make about 5 to 7K there. 64,000 for the center. I don't think the center's actually selling for that much. Yeah, the highest here is 98. I'm gonna try it. I don't think this is a good buy. I'm going to risk it. Let's see what he's been selling for recently. And you can check by, yeah, look, things are selling on the market. Let's go. Cool. 130 15 minutes ago. We're going to try it. The next one was 120. I don't know. I doubt this sells. If this sells, I will be shocked. But hey, what a flip! 64,000 into 100 after tax. I wouldn't recommend that to flip. I'm just testing it because I doing it as experiment. Yeah, another one just got posted for 70. So don't follow that advice. Right guards, they were a little bit higher before. Let's see if they are about 65. If you see an 83, like I said, in the 50s, it's kind of just the same thing over and over again. You just filter down and look for snipes, no 83s. The first 83 is right here, 80K for right tackles. You see them in the high or mid 60s, 65K and under. Scoop them up, and you can sell them for 80 plus. Boom, you're making a good little chunk of change. A left edge, same principle, about 60, 65,000. It does go up to 80,000, but this one isn't selling. It's been on the market for 17 minutes. It's not selling yet, so it probably won't sell at the 80,000. Right edge, high 40s, mid 50s, and lower is what you're looking for. 69,000 for 83s right now. There's just not many on the block, but yeah, I just know that they sell for about 60,000. D-tackle, well, a couple more filters here. I want to give you guys and be full transparent what I'm doing. 63,000, 65 is the highest, or is the lowest right now for 83s. You see them for low 50s and under, scoop them up. And this is what you do. It's not the most fun thing to do in the game, but if you want to make coins, 90,000 for a will, 91,000 there. So yeah, if you see 75K and under at a will linebacker position, 83 and lower, just know you can sell it for about that 90 to 100K mark. Yeah, I like that. I like that for will. Mike, we did get an 83 here, as I say today, 61,000 to 65. So you're looking at that low or mid to low 50s there and under for Mike the position. Sam, we haven't had a promo card yet. 66,000 for an 83 and then 70 or 60,000 here. So again, low 50s. Corners is a tough one. Because 82s go for 60,000 to 70,000. So 83s, you want to find the first 83. Here, 99,000. Yes. Castro was a very good investment. I made a couple days ago, and I've sold them off for 100K. But yeah, he's 100K. You can sell them for anywhere between 90 and 100. So if you see an 83 corner, I would say 80K and lower. 85K and lower, you could sell upwards to 100 and make a good little chunk of change there. Last couple positions here, free safety. We did just get an 83 free safety, Ronnie Lott. So about 60, right? 65K to 70. He goes for low 50,000s, and you can pick up those guys to flip. And last one, safety. This one's kind of tough. I haven't really made too many safety flips because we have one promo, 2 promo, 3 promo cards there, plus a couple of 83s. They're all about that 60 to 70K range. Again, lower 50,000s. I would scoop any of the 83s up to sell them for that price. All right, that's literally the filters I've been doing. Once I go through all the positions like that, I clear the search over there, and I go back to the fullbacks. Okay, was there any more fullbacks posted? Any under 10,000? Any of the good ones posted for a little bit lower? Let's see. Once it loads. 12,000, no. Leo wasn't a good one because they put another one got posted up. Okay, none of the other good ones got posted. So you can possibly flip this one 19,000 up to 27. We'll see. But then I'm just gonna move to kicker. Kicker. Is there anyone lower than 2,500, 3,000? Nope, because the lowest is 4,000. Now I'm gonna look at those 71 kick powers. Nothing yet. Okay. These are all 70 kick power guys. 70 kick power. 71, still 12K. So that 11K one that we saw has already sold. Here's a 12K for 71 kick power. We keep going up. 72 kick power is 18,000. So nothing up right now to flip, but just, I mean, whoever had that 71 kick power up for 11,000, it's sold, right? We went one time through the filter of 83s, and that kicker already sold. So that's basically how to do it, right? You buy it for cheaper, you snipe them, and then you flip for what they're going for. And yeah, that's how I've been making coins, man. I've been doing a bunch of streaming. Mine, I was gonna say, this probably isn't gonna sell. We're gonna have to maybe take an L on that or break about even. But yeah, there you go. that kicker sold for us there. But that's essentially what you're doing. I'm filtering some filters to look for. Like I said, fullback, kicker, especially kicker with 71 plus kick power, and then 83s. Honestly, boys, the only way you're going to just know it is repetition. You just have to go through the market, try it yourself. You're going to fail a couple times, right? You're going to be like, ooh, this is a good buy, 50, 60,000. And then he only goes for like 63,000 or something like that. And you're going to lose little coins, but that's trial and error, boys. You got to do it. I even write stuff down. As you can see here, I made a note. This was from yesterday. Or a couple days ago when the standouts came out. I wanted the right tackle standout for under 65,000, and I wanted the corner for under 75,000. And I did that. I picked up a couple of the corners in the 60,000 range, and I just flipped them for 95 because I knew he would go up later. Okay, that's investing, and I can make another video on that. That's a whole nother process. But once you get the market down on how to flip and how to just make coins that way, then you can get to the investing part. But that is essentially it, boys. I'm hoping this video helped you. I get this question every single day. How do you snipe? How do you make a coin? How do I know what's a good buy? I hope this helped you. Let me know if it did down below. If I need to make a more concise, condensed version, or just straight to the point, or break it down even more for you, let me know in the comments, and I can maybe make a YouTube short or another video going over that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am out. Peace.